The storm of the century.
Are we all gonna die?
And the opportunity.
We just want the money!
Of a lifetime.
But you're the sheriff! And the what?
Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater. Hard Rain, rated R. Starts Friday, January 16th.
The action never lets up on pay-per-view. Morgan Freeman.
The clock is ticking!
Christian Slater.
Give me your hand!
Randy Quaid.
So, are we all gonna die?
3 men, $3 million.
We just want the money!
Cold hard cash brings out the cold-hearted killer.
So what do we do now?
Order Hard Rain.
This month on Cablevision Pay-Per-View.
But yes, it's me and it's Dave.
Hello, I'm back.
He's back. I didn't invite him; he invited himself. But
I I heard there was going to be a disaster movie on. I was like, "Get me in."
he guessed the link, so I can't kick him off now. But welcome anyway.
Thank you.
Welcome everyone else. Let's see who's here. If I can work out how to do this, there we go. Right. Okay, so it's Byron's here. Hello. And RJ's here. It's a pretty good 90s thriller. Yes, it is.
I know, Michael. That's true what Michael said there. Cold Hard Cash is what this film didn't make. I'm really surprised. I'm amazed I didn't see this film at the cinema. And when I watched it about a year ago and watched it this afternoon, I'm really surprised it's not like one of my all-time favorite movies in a way. I'm surprised I don't own it like on DVD and VHS and everything, but
well, exactly.
I'm sure I'll get around to it.
But yes, who else is here? Oh, Byron's not seen this before. Josh is here. He's happy it's Friday. He's having fun days. Let's have a look. Cousin Eddie gone bad. Yes, people forget he can play a bad guy. He's done it a few times.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because I was surprised when I saw him in it. I was like, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's the sheriff, but can he be trusted? Yes. Well, yes. Like I said, we're gonna get to that. Cold Hard Cash is what didn't make. Oh, Ian says he's not seen it since the cinema back in the day. So there you go. So America, this is the 28th anniversary it came out.
Well, I mentioned it's my mate Curtis, and he said he was the only person in the cinema who watched it. So might be a select group of people that saw it at the cinema.
I saw it at the cinema, but yeah, I don't think it was busy. But Andy's here. Good evening. And
Andy.
Oh, he's waving at you.
Hello.
Right, saw this on Sky when you could pay like £4 or something for a pretty new film. Yeah, I guess that's £12, £15 now in new money, but so.
Well, it's good to say that though, because every so often, if I put YouTube on my TV, and it'll come up with saying rent like wicked good, bad for good or whatever for £15. Like rent it for £15. It's like what?
So yeah, it sounds extortionate now, but I guess with inflation, it was all right back then.
And I'll say it because I literally just got this beer out the fridge, but I still don't know how these Coors beer bottles work, where the labels turn blue if they're in the fridge long enough. But that doesn't seem like a good idea to have a chemical that can change colour on a glass bottle that you can drink out of. It's probably just.
It's yes, I wouldn't. Don't lick the label.
Oh no! What?
Jesse's here from Hard Rain, from the producers that brought you Purple Rain. Oh, yes. Right.
I'm sure, though, a lot of people will be able to think. I can only think of another film that's set mostly during the rain. I was actually kind of gutted in a way. I thought there must be loads, and I can only think of one other one.
Well, yes. It's raining full stop all the way through, because I guess 7, it dries up at least at the end. Oh, hang on.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
Let me pause that. Ready. Right. And then if you're watching along in the Watch Party app, we'll start it now. Right. Ooh. Right, there we go. The VHS will be faster, though. I have to pause at points. Okay. We are off with Hard Rain from 1998. So, yes, 16th of January in America. Let's see what we did in Britain. It
I'm
was.
such a sucker for this though as well. I'll say it while it's on screen, but the Paramount logo changing to cloudy screen behind it, that was so cool.
This is before they used to do stuff like all the time. Right. So ahead of the UK, Singapore, Australia, Thailand, Hong Kong, Spain. We got it April 3rd, 1998. And Jeff would have seen it July 16th. But there we go.
I'm still always amazed at like the big gaps between older films, and it still makes me laugh. Like even a film like this, I haven't checked, so I don't know for definite, but it'll be like 1998 and then like there'll be somewhere where it came out like last year on like a video streaming premiere or something. It's like, wow, somebody had to wait 20 years or 30 years.
Oh yeah, this Morgan Freeman at the height of his fame, and Christian Slater during his Action Man phase after Broken Arrow. And what else is out there? There you go. Very long intro. Let's have a look. Right. I still really can't buy Morgan as a baddie. He's too nice. Sorry, spoilers. Yes, Morgan Freeman is a robber, but he does come around in the end to help Christian Slater. Spoilers, but it's pretty obvious. Plus, the original cut, he died at the end, but the test audience didn't like it, so they let him live.
I'm actually surprised about that because I mentioned it to one of my mates the other day. How many of these alternate cuts there is that are still not been released? Do you think studios would be all over that, wouldn't you, to just try and fleece people out of money? Like,
alternative ending. They used to put that all the time, and it was like 2 seconds of footage they put on that was cut out.
I'm always a little bit sad though as well. Nearly all the alternate endings that aren't actually in the film are normally way cooler than the actual endings. So it's like, no, why didn't they go with that?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's probably not. You can probably see cuts because I don't think they flooded this whole countryside, and I don't think it's CGI. It's music by Christopher Young, who was mentioned a lot last night. But see, Hard Rain. That's right. The Crow pretty much has non-stop rain.
Ooh, that's a good one. The only other one I can think of is Godzilla 1998. Which funny if this is the same year because that's pretty much rain. And I always thought it was funny. Ronald Emmerich and Dean Devlin took loads of flack for that, saying, "Oh, did you make it rainy so you could cover up the effects?" And they were like, they said it made it like 20 times harder that it had rain. They don't say that though, I guess, really.
But yeah, this opening always reminds me of Twister, but because it's that type of town, and people in a disaster. But yeah, they delayed this to avoid being a disaster film because it's not as such.
But Twister's one of those movies though as well. I've only ever seen Twister, I think, twice or 3 times all the way through. And it's like Yanda Bond. It's really good. It's got Van Halen on the soundtrack. I'm all over that movie. And I'll say, because I've got a couple of props with me, but it's John Carpenter's birthday today.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't want, because I went on a website, Bloody Disgusting, on Monday or something, and somebody said, it's John Carpenter's birthday on Friday. I was like, oh God, I wish I'd known. And so till all this week, it's been killing me to be like, oh, I hope nothing happens before Friday. I was just like, So today I've just been trying to watch little bits of John Carpenter. And after we've done this, I'm going to watch him. There's a really good video clip on YouTube of it. I can never remember her name, but the main actress from Run Lola Run. It's an hour-long interview of her and John Carpenter just talking and walking on shops and walking on graveyards and stuff. But it's just dead watchable, so I'm going to watch that later. Have a few videos and stuff.
Excellent. Rob's vintage videos here. He's going live later at in 3 hours with the captain. But yeah, you got Mark Ronston or Royston from Ralston, I think it is, from Aliens with a tash.
It's shocking how few people I recognise from Aliens. I should know that.
Oh, they all look different because one of them's changed ethnicity.
Well, although John Connor's foster mum in Terminator 2, I can't get over it. It took me so long to quit. The kid, it was her. I was just like, I was so ashamed of myself. I was just like,
she's not in brown face.
Is it one of the best ever lines in a movie, though? Do you ever get mistaken for a man? No, do you?
John C's birthday. We should have finally done the fog. There was some fog around Western earlier this week, but it was raining.
What's really that would have been a good choice. Normally stuff like this really embarrasses me, that when somebody from America comes over to the UK and they don't know what a roundabout is or a red phone box or something. But I still love how John Carpenter and Deborah Hill got the idea for the thing from being in the UK, and it was fog. Got the idea for the fog because they saw fog in the UK at Stonehenge.
Because who else did that? It wasn't King. It was James Herbert also saw the same fog allegedly. I don't know.
That would make
not on the same night, but the same style of fog. I need to get. Maybe I could live from Stonehenge the fog.
Do you know what though? That would be an amazing idea. That would be pretty cool.
You can't get near Stonehenge anymore, unfortunately. So that's the. I don't know if I could get to the car park, maybe, but how do I know it's going to be foggy? Is another thing.
Anywhere where you could, if you could find. Do you know what, dude? How would you even know where if it was going to be? Did they say it's going to be foggy on the weather? I think they must do. I don't know if I've ever said this. I feel like it's just one of those things that always sticks in my head as being like so freaky. But there used to be a big field just across the road from where I grew up, and once I walked across it when it was foggy, and I got right in the middle of it, and it was only when I was in the middle of it I realised. All I could see was the ground below me. I couldn't see to either side or above me. I was like, "Oh no!" Luckily, it wasn't that big a field in the big scheme of things. So I just walked straight and I knew where I was. But just for about 30 seconds, like, "Oh dear."
There's Christian looking happy to be, Ed Asner's nephew.
I've read a great bit of trivia about this film. You just mind me saying his name. Apparently, he wanted the temperature of the water always to be a certain level.
Yes.
So that was one of the most expensive things about this film. There, keeping the water hot, like.
Yeah, they added like $50 million for all the people's wants on this because he wanted it so that no one would himself freeze, I guess, because they're always with these films, people are freezing, like on Titanic and Abyss and all that. But he stipulated it had to be 1 degree above body temperature, so which is good, but yeah. And then the producers wanted the pumps cleaned every hour, so they wouldn't get not listeria, one of the diseases that comes in water. But then they were told that the water's moving constantly, so it's not going to be building up at all. But then they wouldn't have it, so they had to stop production every hour just to clean the pumps, and that delayed the film and put the costs up. So hence the $70 million budget on this thing. Even
though I love movies, I've always thought it's funny that sometimes they'll do stuff like that for a movie, and then there'll be a town just down the road that they're like, just leave them to it. The one that always sticks in my head is Superman Returns, where they built the Kent farm and they had a load of crops growing, all looked beautiful. And there was a drought in Australia at the time, so they were just wasting all this water for Superman Returns. It's like,
that's it. Legionnaire's disease. Thank you, Ian and Monique.
I knew it. I knew as soon as I saw the answer.
Yeah, same here. Right? So here comes. So they seem to be venting this. What's it called? Dam every so often to get the water up, but then it's just flooding the town. But they've evacuated the town.
I feel like that's quite a modern conceit to actually evacuate the town, because I feel like there's a glut of superhero movies where they destroyed a city and then everybody's like, "Oh, look how many people they killed," and then there was 50 films after that where they were like, "There's always a lamb. We've evacuated the town." So
yes, when they evacuate the big cities in superhero films, it's like everyone's left the city, it's safe to fight now.
Well, it's about this film though as well, because when I saw Betty White's name in the credit, I love the old couple in this. That for most of the film, Betty White just doesn't take no crap. She's got that shotgun and everything.
But yes, of course, expert on water export or water boy. Careful now. So yes, Josh always wants to know whether this landed in the box office. So $70 million budget, which is conservative, I think. 20 million worldwide. So a couple of that came from me and Ian, I think. But this came out, it's been a while since we've done that 90s film. So this came out in 8. So tough competition of Armageddon, Saving Private Ryan, Godzilla, Something About Mary, Bug's Life, Mulan, Dr. Dolittle, Shakespeare in Love, and Lethal Weapon 4, Truman Show in your top 10. and they made 200s and 300s millions of dollars. So it's it's going to be down the list.
It's amazing though when you think those films made that amount of money when it was literally cost like a couple of pounds go to the cinema. How many people had to keep going over and over again to generate that money? It's nuts.
I'll have to check on that in a minute, Jesse. But then, Enemy of the State 11, You've Got Mail, Mask of Zorro, Rush Hour, Life is Beautiful, Prince of Egypt, Patch Adams, City of Angels, Hills Whisperer, The Waterboy at 20. Then Man in Iron Mask, and 6 Days, 7 Nights. How did that make so much money? Stepmom, Meet Joe Black, The Rugrats Movie, Deep Impact, Lost in Space, Blade, A Perfect Murder. And we're not even close. Wedding Singer, The Siege, Star Trek Insurrection, T-Rex, Back to the Cretaceous. I don't even know that one. Snake Eyes, U.S. Marshals, Ever After, A Cinderella Story, Mercury Rising, The Parent Trap, X-Files, Everest, Elizabeth, Hope Floats, Out of Sight, Urban Legend, Babe, Pig in the City, Civil Action, Great Expectations, What Dreams May Come, and Waking Ned Devine at number 50. So,
do you know what though? If I wasn't such a big movie fan, that was literally just like you were just reading random words. Then I was like, were they? It's like, wow, they were all movies.
Yeah, Halloween H2O was 51 that year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it didn't make much at all. Small Soldiers, Primary Colors, Bride of Chucky, Mighty Joey on Pleasantville, Big Lebowski, Object My Affection, Practical Magic, Mysteries of Egypt, Negotiator, Ronin, Faculties, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, The Thin Red Line, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Psycho remake, Sphere, Jack Frost, Night of the Roxbury, Wild Things, Madeline, what the hell is it? Spice World, Bulworth, Grease re-release.
That's pretty sad if you get beat by I mean, I normally try to look at like things quite positive. If you get beat by a re-release, it's bad.
Dark City, The Big Hit, Paulie, One True Thing. Yeah, we're getting into Dross now. The Avengers, Vampires. Speaking of John Carpenter, and Hard Rain at 92. One behind Mafia, which I think is a parody, and Species 2 at 93.
And again, if you said mention John Carpenter, I'm sure I must have said the story before, but anytime anybody mentions John Carpenter's Vampires, I always remember one of the very first emails I ever sent was to a film student in Holland.
Oh.
And I felt like he had John Carpenter's Vampires on Laserdisc like 3 years before it came out. I was just like, how did you get this movie? Did you know John Carpenter or something? Or like, and still to this day, I always wonder if that guy's still knocking around. I'm dead tempted to just Google his name and just to see if he's still
stalk him.
Yeah.
But yes, I've got Vampires 2, Los Muertos.
Bon
Someone's stolen my. Oh no, there it is. So what else we got, John? There's the John Carpenters. There's your Annex Skywalk.
Oh, good call. I still can't get over the guy from Karate Kid 3's and
all gold in the 90s.
I actually like Village of the Damned. I think that's a good, nice remake. I almost feel like this is almost insulting to him, though. But the print of Halloween on this is basically black and white, and any excuse to watch it, I might watch a little bit of this later too.
Well, yes, it's probably interesting in black and white.
It's ever such a weird vibe to that movie because it's like 4:3 black and white, and it's so analog. It's like watching a totally different movie.
And then, of course, this is his last, apart from the ward.
Which you know what's really funny about that though, because I almost forget both of those films exist. In The Ward, I still to this day, it's one of my favorite stories. We were in the cinema once, and there was about 4 people in the foyer, and my mate Tom, who I went to college with, he said, "See that geeky kid over there? I bet you he's going to go see The Ward." And when we were in there, he was like 3 rows in front. He goes, "I told you." It's like we could smell around.
So this is where it all goes wrong. So the robbery starting, but we got reviews here. Highly watchable, says Esquire. Non-stop action thriller. Well, that's not technically true. Loaded. Remember Loaded magazine. Inventive, outstanding, imaginative, heart-squeezing excitement, says Total Film.
You should say that though as well, because that's one thing. At least, good or bad, at least those quotes were from actual publications. I've seen so many quotes now on boxes where they don't say where they're from, or it'll be like random website number 4 million, and it's like, well, if they're the best quotes you can come up with, it's like sometimes it's not best not to even bother. I still though I really love though. There's two posters though. I think there's a Craze film with Tom Hardy in where it had loads of 5-star reviews on there, but they put a 2-star review in between the two Craig brothers, and it was like, I thought it was quite clever. I always loved the poster for The Big Lebowski where it was just all quotes or something like, "This is the greatest film ever made."
Yeah. Oh, so Ed has us down because spoilers, he was in on the robbery because everyone is in this film. But it is a mutual film company, Jesse. Release. Let's have a look. What did Slater do? Because I was. Was he? He was born in 1969, which makes him. Someone do the maths.
Oh, jeez.
He's doing a lot of TV these days.
I still can't go if he was Winston Churchill that time. I mean, who saw that coming?
A lot of TV, but I think. A lot of straight to videos. Trying to see something I've seen him. Dolan's Cadillac. He did a was that Stephen King film there? But lots of stuff. Hollow Man 2. He's in, of course. Everyone knows that.
Oh, I forgot that. One film I did see recently was Pump Up the Volume, which I thought was quite.
I'm working on something for that today. Mindhunters from Rennie Harlin. I like that one, but he's not in it a lot. From 2004, that him and Val Kilmer in that.
You've just reminded me saying Rennie Harlin, but it's one little thing I only found out recently, and it makes me laugh once a week when I think about it. But from CX or somewhere like that, I got a Rennie Harlin Hercules movie, and there's a director commentary on there, and I listened to it all the way through. And right near the very end of the commentary, the person who's doing the commentary with Rennie Harlin said, it's basically the last line in the commentary said, "Oh, I really enjoyed doing this, but did we have to do it topless?" And I don't know why. I don't know why that makes me laugh every single time I think about it.
I am Instagram friends with Harlan. He does like things, and I text him. He doesn't reply very much. But Wind Talkers was 2002, his last big cinema film. Churchill, The Hollywood Years was 2004. But yeah, Hard Cash. I think someone mentioned that earlier. It's done Hard Cash and Hard Rain. But 300 Miles to Grace, 3,000 Miles to Graceland in 2001. But
I actually saw Hard Cash in a charity shop today. I've actually got it on DVD. That film's okay. And I mentioned it to Jeff Bronson. I brought 7 John Wayne films today from a charity shop. I just couldn't leave him there because I'm on the John Wayne kick at the moment. So I just got him. It was so quaint though when I got to the old lady at the counter. She was going, "Oh well, in John Wayne, but you always count on a John Wayne." I was like, "She's got a good taste."
So yeah, he then Hard Rain. Well, Very Bad Things in '98. This in '98. Basil in '98, which I've never even heard of. TV movie Merry Christmas George Bailey, where he was Harry Bailey. But yeah, he's a uncredited cameo. I think is it in the UK cut of the UK of Austin Powers. Oh. And then Broken Arrow was 96. Bed of Roses, a romantic comedy or romantic film, 96. Murder in the First, 95. Interview with the Vampire, 94. True Romance, as everyone's favorite, maybe. And then Fern Gully in 92. Cuffs in 92.
Talk about Broken Arrow, though. Every time when Jeff was doing his commentary, like Westerns for Life podcast about Broken Arrow,
oh yes, I did see the Broken Arrow. I thought, hang on, that's not what I know.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I also kept thinking was why was doing that John Woo film?
True Romance is best, but I also love Cuffs. Cuffs. Me and Wilkie's Movies will be doing Cuffs next month. I think.
Very good.
I did watch it the other day. I was going to do it last minute, but something else happened. I can't remember what it was.
I always feel like I should have seen Cuffs because I always remember seeing the posters in magazines, but I'm always fascinated when there's certain films I don't go see, like I didn't go see this at the cinema. And I've no idea why. I guess just things pass you by, I guess, don't they?
Yeah, some of these lasted less than a week, so you might not even know it come out.
And literally, I wrote some notes on the back of an envelope, professional, right? But one thing I just noticed was Jaws 5. And I'm sure somewhere I read there was a script for Jaws 5 that was set in a flooded town. And I don't know if it was just a fan thing or it was some real thing, but it always kept just popping up every time I typed in Jaws 5. It would always be, oh, yeah, there was going to be a Jaws 5 set in a flooded town. And I was like, that's kind of a cool idea, but I don't know where that's come from. I don't know if that's just I've hallucinated it all.
Yes. Yes, that's it. Harry Hardon is his alter ego in Pump Up the Volume. Yes, but Broken Arrow is very good in. So he reteams in Wind Talkers, but he's not the hero in that one, does he? Name of the Rose might be the first time I saw him. That was his first acting role, shagging a very attractive peasant girl in front of Sean Connery.
That's maybe the quote of the stream.
Well, yeah. All right. Sean Connery isn't there, I should say. Of course, he's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was his teen heartthrob days when he appeared in that, just for a few scenes.
Well, it's funny you should say that, though, because watching that Dennis Leary film that you mentioned on the Box Office America one, 2I, CI2C, whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called.
That movie, that Stolen Hearts movie. But there's one part in that where Dennis Leary is making love to Sandra Bullock. But the film was written by Dennis Leary. I'm like, I mean, really? I mean, it's like, yeah, I'll just write this. I was thinking,
cuts the nail, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, it's like, I'll write that into a movie.
But yes, Heathers. I remember I rented Heathers so many times, only because I was infatuated with Winona Ryder back then. But yeah, greetings and salutations as he's doing his best impression of Jack Nicholson back then.
I've probably said these people a million times, but there used to be an oldish family that used to live across the road from me, and they used to let me use their video. And if they rented videos, they would say, "Oh, come across there. We can watch this film." And once I rented Heathers. And I watched it around their house, and I have no idea what they thought about that movie. But I was just thinking, wow, I watched Heathers around there, and I was just like, well, did they like it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would he say if his dead gay son had a pulse or whatever it is, isn't it? I love my dead gay son.
Well, to Jeff's Western podcast as well. I don't mean.
Yeah, let's just talk about Jeff some more.
Oh, Jeff, I won't worry. But I'll never forget renting Silverado, taking us around their house, and they absolutely hated it. It was one of the longest 2 hours of my life. Every scene, they were like, this film's rubbish, this film's rubbish. I was like, it's meant to be good, honest. And I've never dared watch Silverado since then. I was like,
it's all right.
It's okay.
It's rubbish. Yes, Gleam in the Cube, of course, one of his big, because it's not really a skateboarding film that it's advertised as. It's just he does go around by skateboard.
Do you know what is funny though? And I'm a sucker for a coincidence, as you very well know, unfortunately. But Ghost of Mars has been mentioned, and Gleam in the Cube has been mentioned. And the only two things I can ever remember about not the only two things, but the two things that always sticks on my head about those two movies. I watched them when I had really bad toothache. So it's like I'm getting weird now flashbacks. Can you say now flashbacks anymore? It's too late. So
yeah, Ian's had a claim to fame. For his 30th birthday, Christian Slater was having dinner a few tables away. There you go.
To be fair, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, I have seen him live in person in London. He was doing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, so I went to see him in that. I seem to remember it very good because who's better than doing a Jack Nicholson impression than Christian Slater?
I know he took a lot of flack for it, but Henry Thomas from E.T. played Jack Nicholson in Doctor Sleep, and
it was quite convincing.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah,
because he wasn't doing an impression of Jack Nicholson as such; he was just doing it a version, and he wasn't doing the voice and all that. The big stunts coming up. I think we're already ahead. So yes, Dr. Impossible's here. Not forgetting that the BBC actively co-produced this film and The Relic with Paramount Pictures. The BBC tried hard to break into mainstream Hollywood movies funding with these two movies. There you go. What was their burner account?
I'm always fascinated by it, but like when you see BBC films or like Film 4 type films, because I never think, especially BBC, I never think about them actually having movies.
No,
Like,
they did do a lot of films in the 90s, like period pieces and stuff. But yeah, and then as soon as they tried to make money, it's on 2 films that didn't really do that well. Yes, Lemon Sherbet. Byron's met Helen Slater. Is it his sister or is it just the same name?
Ooh.
Oh, she signed his Blu-ray, Legend of Billie Jean. That was a good film. I watched that for the first time last year, and because I never fancied it, but yeah, it was pretty good.
I've only seen that film a couple of times, and I remember liking it. But the one thing I love about that movie, it's got a song called "Invincible" by Pat Benatar on it, and I love that song. That song is unreal. It's next to you good.
Good evening, Ramon. They're not related. Yeah, it's just a coincidence. They're young and right. Yes. Is this film worth your time, Ramon? Or are you going to watch something better? Well, Hard Rain is okay. Entertaining enough. Well, that's enough.
When we talk about the quotes, what a great quote that is. Hard Rain is okay. Entertaining enough. I was saying this to somebody the other day. One thing I do think has been lost somewhere along the way just by most people. I think years ago, you would just watch a film and we go, that's fine, and just be entertained by it. No, every film has to be like, was it the best film ever made? No, I don't like it. Then it's like,
no.
It's a bit harsh. It's like,
yeah, it's going to be a small list of those, isn't it? Right. Of course, we haven't got to her yet. She hasn't appeared yet. We're nearly half an hour in. Minnie Driver's in this. She was in a lot of films, Gross Point Blank, and other things I can't think of, apart from, what is it? The World Is Not Enough? Or is it the other one? No, GoldenEye.
And as well, this is how like my brain works. But every time I see Minnie Driver's name, only thing I can think is, has there ever been a photograph of her driving a Mini? Because it just seems like
missed opportunity when she was at the height of her fame. But yes, apparently she was the only one not allowed to wear a wetsuit because the producers wanted to see her nipples.
You almost just read my mind, because when I was watching this earlier on, there's one part where a top is basically see-through, you can see her under, and I was just like, that's such like an action movie thing that like it's like
gotta have something for the lads.
But to be fair, most people, I know we think, like I'm not the most macho guy in the world, but most people who would go to see this film would be guys. Most guys would want to see that. So it's like, well, it's like fair enough.
Yeah, aim for the biggest market. So she's just about to turn up. There's one bit where I think the stairs bit where she's chained to the stairs. It's like, because she's wearing, it looks like she's naked because there's just enough water to cover her body, but somehow it's not covering her top. Right. Yes, everyone hated this working on this film. It was a ball ache, all this water everywhere, all the time. Everyone was miserable, just like in Titanic when they got soaked. And that was cold water, so at least it was warm water for this.
Well, I'm actually surprised it's taken me this long to say it, but one thing, especially growing up in the UK and not driving, I think it's almost given me a very mild superpower. Is that if I'm walking somewhere and I get soaking wet, I'm so used to it. It feels so natural. And sometimes I'll go and work and people are like, oh, God, Dave, you're right. You didn't catch pneumonia. I'm like, it's rain. If I caught pneumonia, I would say, yeah, you're right. But, and I'm never sure about that, if that's an urban legend or not.
I think so. When I got pneumonia, was it 2 years ago or whatever it is now? It wasn't because I got caught in the rain. So,
what's funny about that, though, because when I say that pneumonia, I always forget that people like actually get it. And like, touch wood, I've only ever had the flu once. And I used to always say when I was a kid, if I had a slight cold, I've got the flu. And people would say, oh, you'll know it if you've got the flu. And I was like, yeah, whatever, who cares? And I got the flu once and I literally thought I was dying. I was like, oh, this is game over, man.
Yeah, it's, yeah. I was, because they wouldn't treat me any antibiotics or anything. So they just let me, I've spent a week freezing and unable to get hot, and then another week coughing constantly, and then finally they took me to hospital when they could have just stopped it on the first week. Bastards. Right. So where are we? Hang on. So someone mentioned Friday 3D, which somehow lost the bloody choices where we're doing Friday Part 7. But yeah, I do have the 3D version of that. Hang on, because I was getting it ready because we were going to watch it in 3D and everything. But the people have spoken. No.
To be fair, though, all the Friday 13th movies I like, but 3 and 7, I mean, they are literally two of my favourites, so I can't complain.
And it's got a disco soundtrack and everything.
I've watched part 3 so many times, though. It's really a shocking how many times I've watched that movie.
Let me see if I can bring it up. Right. I won't use the audio. Right. Good. I think here it comes. There it is. I don't know where we've gone. Where are we? Oh, there we are. So it starts off all right, but then let's have a look at some 3D-ness. It's not going to load now because I'm not too.
Yeah,
there we go.
Ooh, look at that.
I'll probably get to a sex scene in a minute. I'll have to get past it quick.
I feel like I should take a picture of this for your own self-gratification.
Just Cheech or Chong, whichever one it is.
Well, I never realised till people mentioned him that, like, how out of place he is with that group of people, but, like, you know.
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, they're coming right for us. He's done.
Talk about being ill, though. I still can't get over Richard Brooker, who was Jason in that movie. He was literally meant to be at a convention, and like I can't remember the exact tweet that he posted, but he posted like a day before, "Oh, I don't feel very well," and like the next day he was dead. It's like no. And he was learning English as well. Like I was like, what, there was a Jason that was English. It's like really.
Yeah. Ian didn't vote. So part of it's his fault because he hasn't seen them. And yeah, who the fuck voted 7 over 3? He'll find them. It was Josh, of course. He did multiple accounts.
Well, I think what's funny with me, because I watched the Friday 13th films in completely the wrong order, and like the first 2 or 3 that I saw, of 3 or 4 was part 3 was one and part 7 was one. So I've got a massive soft spot for both. but I'm not just saying just to stick up for what Michael Myers said. But not long after the Platinum Dunes remake came out, me and my mate watched Friday the 13th part 3 the next day. It suddenly seemed like the best Friday the 13th movie that was ever made. It was just like, this is just a perfect movie.
Yeah, 6, 7, and 8. I think we're in the video shop when I started getting into horror films. So I do have a soft spot for it. Yes, Ed Harris doesn't like talking about the abyss because he nearly bloody drowned for real. In fact, I think everyone did. Nearly.
It's funny you mentioned Ed Harris though as well, because a film that you mentioned on that Box Office America thing was Eye for an Eye, the Sally Field movie. And Ed Harris was a husband in that. And when I was watching Ed Harris in this, I was just thinking, has he always been old? Because I remember watching an episode of Chips with Ed Harris in. He was old in that. Yeah, he was old in that Eye for an Eye. It's just like...
Yeah, there's what's it called? Night Riders by George Romero about motorcyclists. So that's in the 70s, and he still looks like haggard in that one. Hang on, I'll be right back. You carry on talking.
Okay, I'll do my best. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm just trying to think if we're in... I've got just playing on my TV in front of me there. I think I'm a little bit in front. I think, what minute? Oh, we are. I'm on 30. Oh, no. 33 minutes. Yeah, that's right. I'm on 33 minutes. So is that the right counter number, guys? Hope everybody's okay. And seems so funny just being on this side of the fence. I feel like at the VIP area, just watching all the comments come in there. Best part of Jason 3 is when Jason crushes that guy's head and his eyeballs pop out. That's really cool. That's right near the end. That's a really good shot. That guy though as well, to about people that don't seem like they're in the cast. That guy seems way too respectable for being hanging around those degenerates. That's not right, because I'm one of those guys too. Guy's dropping the abyss right in the toilet right now. What's funny though, because I've got a few beers here. I might have to. I'm amazed I haven't had to go for a toilet break myself. It's a good part with Creepshow. It's a good sport though with Creepshow. There was in his interviews. Oh, I'll have to check that out. G dropping some hard rain in the bog. The watch party link opens, but the video isn't playing on it. It might be my settings. I was I was really worried though, Ian, that when I was, because this is a slightly different setup than normal, I thought this was going to just go south really bad. He's gone to recreate Deep Impact. I really should watch Deep Impact more. The PAL format. It's funny you should say that, Byron, about the PAL format running faster, because I still don't understand that, because I don't think I've got a good perception of like pitch and like volume, but I can't tell the difference between like PAL and NTSC. The first couple of times I ever did, I think it was when me and my friends did a thing commentary, and I tried to get it synced up with like the DVD, and it just wouldn't. So yeah, I've never understood that. And here we go, we're back on track. Hopefully,
I don't know anything he says.
Hopefully I did that. I was trying to actually be. I was just saying though in the chat, I'm actually surprised that I know I've only done about 4 or 5 of these streams, but I'm amazed I haven't had to dip the toilet before now. So it's like I'm sure it's only because the first couple I tried to be on my best behaviour and not drink beer, and like saying now I've got like at least 3 beers here. I've got a fridge. So I'm sure, hopefully, well, not hopefully, I might have to go myself. So
it was nothing to do with toilets. It was saying goodnight to my little boy. I didn't flush. So there you go. Yes. Who's oh, it's playing for me. It says 4 other people are playing, and it should be. I paid enough. So it should be streaming. So let me know if it's still a problem, Ian.
Well, I was just saying while you were in the chat, but like, while so where you
go.
Room, but like, I think I'm running a bit far in front. So, but
it's the VHS.
Yeah, like so I can't like if I try to pause it, I'll never ever get in sync anyway.
So it says there's 4 people watching it on the Watch Party app.
I was just reading Byron's comment there, because just when you were out the room, I was mentioning about I can't really tell the difference between when something's running at a higher frame rate, and I should do really.
No.
I think
it should be obvious, but all these years of watching VHS,
I normally think I've got a really good ear for like when you play like a vinyl record, it would slip or something, or like a cassette tape would drag. I don't think I'm quite good, so. Like when Byron said, I mean, I might have to check some of the stuff out side by side just to see if I can tell. I know I won't be able to.
All right, it's playing for Josh and E. Oh, there you go. It's working. Right. See, I never understood this about America. They vote for people to be sheriffs who don't even have to be police or anything. So like you get the retired FBI agents and all city cops, but then there can be anyone off the bloody street as long as they get to learn to do the job.
Well, when you said that line earlier on, that threw me, because I was just like, vote for the like what? I didn't understand that. Yeah,
he got voted out. So someone else came along and says, "I want to be sheriff." They have a vote, and then the public choose.
I don't know if it's the same anywhere else, but my local town, it's literally almost just directly down there. There used to be a police station, like a really big police station, and they closed it, and they moved it somewhere. I think it's even like just behind the library, and it's like there's no police station anymore. What does that mean? I'm surprised it's not like Mad Max in my town. There's no police. Like...
yeah, it's like the Purge every night now. Right. So yes, how many times does Christian nearly get drowned in this film?
I mean, there can't be many good ways go, but drowning must be.
Yeah,
it must really suck. I still can't get over though as well, because I was the most unathletic person at school. I hated sports. I had no interest in anything athletic. Although yes. I did like swimming. I really loved just like they did like a swimming club, like, and I even did that, and like to me that's like unbelievable. It just wasn't me at all.
Yeah, I didn't swim much, but then we had a really good swimming teacher that helped me, and then he didn't last long, so I don't know if things happened, but I actually learned to swim for a bit.
And I can't believe I've never mentioned it in the chat or never mentioned it on a live stream, but nobody ever believes me when I say this. Me or none of my friends were into football. None of my parents were into football. and I only ever knew one footballer, and it was Kevin Keegan. And I don't know how I knew him. I think it was just he had a cool haircut. And that was
Yes, I always liked Kevin Keegan. And there's the Brute adverts that he did, and it was like the old joke, "Jesus saves." Was it? Yeah, Jesus saves, but Keegan gets it on the rebound. That's my level of football humor.
Waterworld, of course. How did I not think about Waterworld? That's
Yes.
one film I go see at the cinema. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I forgot to pause it too long, but it'll catch up. Right, so the fact they had to control all this water was a technical achievement amongst itself. It's got the world's biggest, was it painted wall or whatever it was for a back set.
Oh yeah, I read that in the trivia. Yeah, that was like it's a big to that point. It probably still is the biggest one, to be honest. I can't imagine it got beat. But that funny about things like water, though, that like there was like literally 2 or 3 places. I think there's a Pinewood studio that like there's got a big water tank. That's something that's like so hard to manage that you need that big setup just to do.
Yeah, because what is the Abyss was filmed in? Was it a giant water tank from a nuclear cooling tower or something? I don't know. It was so big. Oh yes, there you go. Waterworld, Hard Rain, Deep Rising, 3 great films, but yeah, audience didn't pay money to see them.
Deep Rising though as well. That was one film I had on VHS and I used to really love watching it. And I don't know where that VHS. Oh, look at that!
I got it. Tip. Have it back.
Do you know what, that's one thing though. I think I've said this before. I feel like a massive kiss ass for saying it, but you can just play films. Literally now, if I went to my bedroom to get a film, it would take me like 15 minutes to find if I could find it at all.
It's all horror because most people mention horror, so they're double stacked by these days. But then all the science stuff is at the top there at the moment, and then the X rentals down the side. There you go. And I've messed up my camera.
No,
it's all your fault, Dave.
Well, it's so funny. The setup that I've got here, it's like now I almost don't hardly touch anything because, like, even though like I've just got like my notes here and like some stuff that I've shown, but I'm like, oh my god, if like move anything, it's like, well, talk about like my bedroom though, because and I ain't complaining, but people keep giving me like when they get rid of the DVDs, and like boxes and boxes of stuff, and it was already at like critical mass anyway, and then like a few months ago, my sister gave me like 4 massive boxes of like Blu-rays and DVDs and CDs and everything. And like now, if I move anything, it's like a game of Jenga. It's like you move one thing over here and something falls over here or something.
Oh, hang on. Speed 2 is being mentioned. Does not need a rewatch.
Oh.
Oh, yes. What's the one with the sea creature the director of The Mummy did? That's Deep Rising.
Yeah, that's Deep Rising, yeah.
Yes.
Which was really funny about Speed 2, though, because I know I stick up for like films that take a lot of flack. That's one film, I think everything about it, I should hate it, because it's like set on a boat, which isn't quick. The Black Eyed Peas, the band, Fergie's in it. Just everything about the film doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
the other one.
I quite like it. So UB40 is the band, yeah, not there.
Yeah, UB40 are in Speed 2, and then, yeah, the Black Eyed Fergie's in, what's it, the Poseidon remake?
Oh, yeah.
To ruin it. Oh, yes. Deep Star 6. It's a Sean S. Cunningham film, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've ever seen that. Because my nephew mentioned the word Leviathan the other day, and I said I love that. They love that word, and I said it's a good movie as well. So yeah, it's
Peter Weller after RoboCop.
Oh,
So
well,
it's
there you go.
Aliens thrilled you, The Fly shocked you, now experience real fear. But it is pretty much the Thing underwater or with a bit of Alien.
Again, I know I'm repeating myself from 5 minutes ago. There's not many people who you could say mention the film Leviathan and they could literally just pull it off. I mean, that is like
What time is it? We got time for that.
That's like a magic trick or something.
He's never seen the movie. Oh, it's a good one. It's got Stan Winston effects, I think, isn't it? It is George P. Cosmatos. Says is listed as the director, whether he actually did any. But you got Peter Weller, Richard Crenna, Amanda Pays, Daniel Stern, Ernie Hudson, and Lisa Eilbacher, Hector Lorenzo. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Produced by the Gordons that did all the action films of the 80s. And co-written by one of the Die Hard people. So it's got all the It's got 10 for special effects by The Independent. Alien transposed from outer space to the maritime depths as The Guardian. So if those two like it, they'd hate it now, but yeah.
I don't know why that's just reminded me of one thing that always used to make me laugh, because I always praise up films, but I always thought it was funny when Alan Frank from the Daily Star used to always have his quote on movies saying like, "This is the greatest film ever made," and it'd be like Alan Frank Daily Star. It was always Alan Frank Daily Star. It was like this
Alan Frank, yes. Yeah. But yeah, this lousy restream keeps kicking people off, like me this time.
And when you disappeared, I was like, "Uh-oh." I don't know if I've ever said this before, though, as well, but talk about movie quotes, and this always sticks with me because I've always loved Batman Forever, but on the VHS, I always used to show it to my friend because he was always like, "Batman Forever is really rubbish." And I was like, "No, Batman Forever is really good." One of the quotes was from Jonathan Ross, said, "One of the greatest movies ever made." And I was like, "Lucy, Jonathan Ross said it's one of the greatest films ever made." 25 years later, there was an interview with Jonathan Ross, and somebody said, "Did you really think that about Batman Forever?" He said, "No, I think it's rubbish. I just want to get my name on the poster. I had a bet with my friend that I could get my name on the poster if I said it's the best film ever made." So it's just like, so you have to be careful with quotes.
Genius. Hang on, the people are complaining. Yeah, the best quote features.
That's the one,
mentioned. Oh, virus. I keep meaning to do virus one day. That's another one at sea.
I actually quite like Virus. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. I've got the VHS of that upstairs so that I could literally watch along with it in perfect sync.
No. Hang on.
Damn
film. There must have been a glitch in the Matrix. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's Virus. It's pretty good. I do like that one. It's a lot of effects.
It's only more recently that I've watched that film. I really enjoyed it. It was good fun, yeah. And again, it all ties back into the John Carpenter thing. Jamie Lee Curtis, John Carpenter. That'll do for me.
But she didn't get many gigs. Right, let's try. Hang on, I just got to reset this because of fussy people. I actually want to watch a film along, so let's try that. Where do we get to? I think it's right. Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's the sad bit.
Jesse, I did like Dead Calm. Dead Calm was very good.
Oh yes, that's a good one. You have to see what's her name?
Nicole
Kidman's ass before she went really skinny. Right. Batman Forever is ace. Davo doesn't know what he's on about. He's obviously had too many beers.
Oh no, it's all there's something wrong with these beers. They must have been
contaminated. Or something. It's working now. Good. We're back in business. Yes. Donald Sutherland becomes a weird robot zombie sailor thing. Yes, that's it. It's quite funny. Is there a Baldwin in it? I think, yeah, there is. William Baldwin's in that one.
I must have said this before, and this became such a big running joke between me and my friend, but I was on some course once somewhere, and somebody said one of his favourite cinema memories was going to see Don't Look Now at the cinema. And he was the only person in there, and it freaked him out dead bad. And he said, it had Donald Sutherland in. You won't know who that is. And I was like, I know who he is. And for 30 years after that, anytime I saw Donald Sutherland, me and my mate were like, I knew who he is.
Settle back to be scared, shocked, and mightily entertained. The Daily Star. And then killer thriller. The special effects are startling, says the Sun. So there you go. Must be good. And then, yeah, these people. Betty White's appeared just before she did Lake Placid.
Oh my! I tell you what, Betty White. That's a pretty good CV, though. It took a bit like I was worried about before it got to John Carpenter's birthday. Everybody kept saying, Betty White, she's going to be 100, she's going to be 100. And then, like 2 days before she was 100, she died. And I was like, why did everybody keep mentioning it?
Yeah, leave her alone.
Yeah, she's minding her own business.
Leave her alone. Yeah. But yeah, she's dried off now, so we've missed. She'll get wet again in a minute. Now, I don't know who's an electrician here, because a minute ago they were trying to avoid this metal pylon because it's going to go drop into the water. So I don't know how far away you'd have to be not to be electrocuted, because
I'm not sure. I hope there is. I didn't think we would need an electrician in the chat.
Yeah,
but,
any electricians in the chat? If you're in how far away from electricity mains in the water do you have to be before it fizzles
Ian,
out?
that's an amazing comment. Are the Baldwins equally hairy? I don't know. We should.
Can
I Google that? Will I be able to?
Go on, yeah. Ask. That's what AI is for. I get them mixed up as well. Was it Williams in Backdraft? I saw Alec in the Juror earlier. Was it William? Who's the other one? Daniel. He's in Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man.
Yeah, I get them confused too. And talking about like Rain shark movies, when I mentioned Jaws 5, is Shark in Venice is one of the Baldwin brothers in that? Because I feel like, yeah, to be fair, it does sound like it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, Robin Williams is very hairy.
Yeah, so it's that joke in was it The Simpsons? Don't go out in the sunset. You need a Robin Williams level of hairiness to protect yourself. Right. Oh, it's a dead cow. Daniel's in Vampires. There you go. So yeah, Alec is better than William. Is better than Daniel. Is better than Stephen. Now, one of those isn't a Baldwin brother, but he does. Is it Stephen? No, Stephen. Oh no, that's all the. Who's the fifth one then? Yeah, Stephen Baldwin as well, isn't there? That's him. Stephen's in Fled. That's him. Who's in bloody Biodome? Was that Stephen?
Just remember Biodome though, because I think it must be on the video tastes. It was on the Box Office America that they did the other day, and I always feel like it's one of a handful of films that I always thought was really bad, and I always feel like if I thought it was bad, how bad is it? And I really need to watch Biodome again because I was thinking it can't be as bad as I thought it was.
I don't know. Yeah, so it's how much you can tolerate the weasel.
But talk about Alec Baldwin though, because he's obviously in The Hunt for Red October, and I literally just stumbled on somebody's name in this. And in the credits, the name is Anne Co UK, and I was thinking they could have the best website address ever if it was Anne.co.uk as their website address. But I was looking what film she'd worked on, and one was one was The Hunt for Red October, and she'd also worked on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and this. And I was like, that's one. Who's worked on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Hunt for Red October, this, The Sum of All Fears, and Lassie 1994? I mean, they're like literally my favourite movies. Well, not literally in the top 10, but up there.
All right. So Stevens in Biodome and in Flintstones 2 Viva Las Vegas. Viva Rock Vegas, which is from my mate Brian Levant of Jingle All the Ways fame. There you go. It's not Mike Baldwin, no. He's the best Baldwin. Right, so which is someone said it. Yes, Adam Baldwin is the one that's not related to them, but I always thought that he was because he's around that age.
Before you mentioned Mike Baldwin, though, I'm still always amazed Mike Baldwin was in the Dam Busters. I don't know why I knew that every time I watch the Dam Busters, I'm like, oh, that's Mike Baldwin.
Yes, I watched Dam Busters yesterday. It's pretty good. But apart from, I'll share it now. Hang on, I got a picture if I can share it.
And talk about Dam Busters, though, I think I'm the only person on planet Earth that's gutted that Peter Jackson didn't do his Dam Busters remake.
Well, yes, that reminds me of something in a minute, but yeah. Because apparently the Dam Busters, they blew up 2 dams out of the 3, but they also flooded a lot of villages and places and killed hundreds and hundreds of innocent people. So it's sort of gone down as a war crime now, which is a shame. But yeah, it didn't actually.
Is unfortunate.
Right, pay attention here. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way. Hang on.
Oh God.
So yes, the dog, which is based on the dog in real life, and that's the name of the dog. And there's this whole scene. I was going to do a thing on it, but I'll probably get taken down. Let me take that down. quick before I am taken down. How do I take that down?
No.
So it is based on. They were going to change the name of the dog in the 50s, but they thought no, because it wasn't the actual name. And yeah, the dog gets run over and says, "I'm afraid Edward is dead, sir."
I know it's really immature, and I honestly don't even like saying that word in real life, but it did used to always make me laugh up until really, really recently when the Dam Busters was on like Channel 5 or BBC 2, and that word would be on at like dinner time on like a Sunday afternoon. I'd be like, wow, how did he do that? It's like
yeah, because the name of the dog is that, and then there's a phrase they have to use in the plane is that as well. It's like
it's one of the code words, isn't it?
Yeah. Alpha if it's success, and N-word if it fails, and then this other word if it's half done, and all this. You think, yeah. Hang on. What's the other one? I'll read this one out. It says there was a lot of mentions of the dog. Where was it? Oh yeah, N-word is the code word for a breach in the Mohem Dam. It's just like, yeah, why not? Do you want me, Crosby? Sir, it's N-word.
Well, I was amazed though how many like modern rap songs or like certain songs still mention the N-word. I'm like, it was like,
wow, I might just sing along to that. My heart will go on, N-word.
But the one word as well, and I don't think I think I can say this on the stream. But one word I'm always surprised when you see it in the supermarket is the word Oriental. I'm always like, can you say that still? Like, apparently Sainsbury's think you can. So,
yeah, chicken Oriental. Right. You know that N-word was killed this afternoon. Yeah. What's your doggy's name?
That's one.
Tell us loudly.
Well, I think I said it long ago. My nephew mentioned it with Leviathan, and he's a big like World War II buff, even though he's like really young. And quite a few times I'll just say to him, like, "What's the name of the dog in Dam Busters?" Like,
you see, I watched the documentary. Well, not a documentary, a video about the Dam Busters and the film, and I still don't know who created the bouncing bomb. I didn't pay attention to his name.
I shouldn't have. Oh, my dad must be looking down on me and having because what's it? Oh, jeez, what's his name? Guy Wallace. It's like that can't be right. Is that Guy Wallace? Guy Wallace. I'll go with that.
Yes, I thought you were going to. Mr. Brain's maggots. They're still on. I still see them on chip shops these days.
Well, what's so funny when I go in Iceland, because sometimes I'll just I love like buying the really like spicy hot curries and stuff like that, and you can get like 2 of those things in a packet for like 70p. So sometimes I'll just get something like. So I'm still amazed you can call them that, to be honest.
This film was a bouncing bomb. Probably made a lot more money on rentals. Right, so the police are now shooting at everyone and hitting them. So I think only Morgan Freeman's left of the gang. Oh no, he's got his mate with glasses. I can't remember what happens to him.
Is he one of those people that just like gets away? I can't remember either. But to make Friday 13th Part 3, one thing that I think I'm surprised it's not way better known is that in Friday 13th Part 2, there's a guy who's just drinking at the bar, and because he was drinking at the bar, he survives.
Yes.
You never hear him again. It's like
there's a room for him to come back. Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I'll stay here drinking." Okay, we're going back to the camp. Who's the better one? What's the lesson there?
So stay in pubs. Hans Wallace. What did I say? Guy Wallace.
There you go.
Bam! I was close enough in my mind.
Yeah, he's the one shooting through young Tom here. All right, there you go. There she is. She's wearing a bra now.
She's pretty.
Yeah, what's the point of watching this?
I know, yeah. So, what certificate was this again?
It was only a 15, but it doesn't have. It's the only the forefront video re-release, so not much details on this one. Sometimes you get that.
Yeah, good call in about that. That's you're not wrong there. No.
How queer.
You know what though? That's one thing though. Even for somebody of my advanced years, that's the Q word is one word that I feel really awkward saying. Like one of my friends is like a really savvy like film fan and like, excuse me, who's quite quote unquote woke, and he'll say, "Oh, this is really big in queer cinema." I'm like, can you say that? I'm like, it always just is like, it's like always catches me really off guard. Like, you know, even if it's something like about the documentary about the lead actor in Nightmare on Elm Street 2 or something, I'm like, yeah, it's a great documentary, but you can't call it that, can you? Like,
well, it's like, yeah, queer's been taken over again, hasn't it? Because it just means someone not straight, but not gay, not bi, not anything else. Their own made up symptoms. I got the name last right. There you go. Right, and I've lost the plot. Where's that? I can't find the comments. There we go. Yes, and of course, we can still bum a fag of a Saturday night in the pub.
But to about my hometown, though, literally in the entrance to where the cinema is, and this was only like 2 years ago. Somebody put like an A4 piece of paper. It said, "Do not smoke fags by this entrance." And I was just like, "Wow, man! Somebody put that there." I was just like,
just
and it made me laugh. It made me laugh every single time I saw it. So I can't see them.
Oh, here you go. There you go. The hunter's going after them now. I don't know. If you were a cop, would you turn bad for $3 million in cash?
I've always liked to think they're a want, and I've always loved that in movies, though, like in License to Kill, when he's like, "Oh, do you want this money?" He's like, "No, it's yours. You keep it. Just give me the money." And it's just like, it's such a great scene.
Yeah. Although, does he grab it because it's money, or just because it's an instinct to grab it?
That's true. Yeah, just
So kills him out of instinct. But he'd already been a bastard, so we sod him. So apparently, some of the sets in this underwater cemetery are covering the water tanks. So they just built around the water tanks. That's all I think. Yes, cheese crisps are called puffs, not puffs. But
well, I was going to say, that just caught my eye. Literally, one of my favourite jokes of all time is when somebody says you can't call Christmas tree lights fairy lights anymore. You have to call them puff lanterns. I love that. That's such a great gag.
Hang on, let's put my fairy lights on. Yeah, because there are several different words. There you go. For fairies. It's not just the one word, is it? No. And it wasn't to do with that anyway. It was just to do with little light up pixies and stuff. Put my special effects on. There you go.
Well, I think the last stream I was on, my Christmas tree was there, and I had a fairy at the top of it. So I don't know. I don't know what that says about me.
Ooh, ducky.
Ooh, favorite cookie. chocolate chip. Like sounds.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say because they don't get that much choice that isn't chocolate or plain.
Do you know, though, that was a really fascinating question because I was literally thinking, if it's not chocolate chip, I don't know if I know any others.
How much did Cash this lose? At least 50 million, probably looking at the budget compared to the gross. Hopefully it made a bit more on rentals.
I must have said this before, though, but that's one thing I do think about, like, when people talk about how much money a film made, and they will say about, like, them first few weeks when it's at the cinema, but they won't say about rentals or sell-through or on TV or streaming or anything. It's like as if it doesn't. It's like those first 2 weeks, then everything else is like, who cares?
Well, it's like, it doesn't mention the cut that the cinema gets as well in America.
And literally, I never think about this until I think about this YouTuber named Disc Junkie, and he collects copies of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he's literally got them from every country in the world, like Turkey, Istanbul, China, Czechoslovakia, everywhere. And I'm like, wow, it was released in all them countries. I never even thought about it for a microsecond that, like, yeah, it was released in like 100 countries.
Every country, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this no? This is not a disaster film at all. So it's a heist movie now, and it reminds me. Did anyone watch? Was it the Twister heist or whatever it's called? where someone's doing a heist in the middle of a hurricane. Or it's a hurricane heist. That makes more sense. But yeah, came out.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
5 to 10 years ago now. But yeah, no one did. It wasn't very good. It's like, why would the only time they can rob this casino, I think, is during a hurricane.
But Dante's Peak, that's another one of their movies where I think I've seen it once, and I feel like I should have seen it 30 times at least. I think it was the last film my sister rented, I think.
That's a good one. I like that one better than Volcano and Deep Impact, which has Morgan Freeman as president, because that was he's so good.
You know what though? Even like though Deep Impact, I think I've seen that once. That's wrong. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's like Confession or something.
Yeah, it's like a very serious film. So. And they failed to have. Oh, there you go. There goes a spin-off of the Fast and Furious. Hurricane Heist. Oh, so here we go. It's been going up. The water's been going above this Custer statue all the time, and now. Oh no! Morgan Freeman's down.
No.
Yes, that would be good. Yeah, sequel where Slater Freeman and Brosnan redirect the hard rain flood water to extinguish the lava flow from Dante's Peak.
Which was really
cigarette packet.
Which was really funny about comments like that though, because about 10 years ago, I would have thought there's no way they would ever do that. I can imagine that film coming out now. It's like, to me, the one that cemented it for me was that new Karate Kid Legends film, that how it incorporated the Jackie Chan Karate Kid with like the Ralph Macchio Karate Kid, and now they both share the same like setting and everything. It's like, wow, if you can do that, you can do anything.
Way behind now. Just nothing but shooting going on now. Oh. Right, where are we? Although
What's good, because Byron mentioned
just a white T-shirt now, so.
Oh, what's this? No, but Byron mentioning that about Laserdisc rotting. The first few times I ever saw that, I remember I had Terminator and MGM Terminator DVD that had disc rot, and I literally thought, has that this bleach built on it, or what's happened to it, like kind of thing.
Hang on, I saw someone. There he is. Wilkie's here. Finished his lunch break. I was writing a screenplay for a movie called Wet Rain, but threw it out when I heard and Hard Rain came out first. That's a shame. It could be different. Hang on, I'll grab something by the telly.
I'm not saying this about tossing that script out, but you usually find two really cool films coming out at the same time. So hopefully, you should have kept it going. And Byron, Karate Kid Legends is good. You're not wrong.
As easy. Yeah, so there you go. There's Cuffs ready to go next month with Wilkie, or Corey, as his name is. Was it a naughty film? Wet Rain. Oh, yes. What's the name? Taylor Rain. Not that I know who that is. Yeah, The Black Rain is not an exciting film, which is a shame because it looks good.
I always feel like I should like Black Rain more. I mean, the poster is just next level awesome. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times and I've never necessarily bored, but I should like it more.
Yes, it should be a lot better. It's just, of all the stuff you think happens in it, there's a lot of nothing happening.
What's funny about certain films, though, and Black Rain's one of them, where one of my friends is into this kind of music called synthwave, where it's all like kind of like almost like reinterpretations for like 80s music and like newer songs. And you'll take clips from older movies to make music videos from. And I think Black Rain is almost like it's been custom made to be like, use this to make music videos with.
Yeah, it looks great. But yeah, it's very lacking. Yeah, it's pretty meh for. Oh, there you go. Jesse likes it. There you go. He likes it. I don't know what I expected when it came out, but yeah, Michael, was it Douglas with his badass mullet?
I'm always, and again, I always feel like I always take the contrary position about what people say. But obviously, Ridley Scott is amazing, and Ridley Scott's done some really cool films. But anytime anybody mentions Ridley Scott, I always think, I much prefer Tony. But to me, I really, really do. It's not even like a.
Well, yes, he did do a lot more action thrillers. Because when.
Good call about that, Brian. Now, I didn't know about DVDs rotting worse than Laserdiscs. That's something that I say.
Did they even try to fix it? I'll just think, yeah, the last 5 years at least.
But it's weird about that though, because again, Byron might know more than me about it. But I'm always amazed about CDs or DVDs. I think when they haven't got that, they seem like they last forever. Like I've got some of the very first CDs and DVDs I ever got, and they're perfectly fine. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's the way they're made, isn't it? Or the one factory that makes them does something different or changes, doesn't make them properly.
I know, but I should say, I'm literally touching wood as I say this, but one thing about VHS, when people always used to say VHS wears out, and this is literally one of the very first VHS tapes I ever bought from one of the rental shop that I always used to go to, and this always plays.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know how old this tape is now. It's like 35, 40 years old or something.
Yeah, I've got some that are 40 plus now, and they play fine. And then the Angel one I got recently, doesn't play, unfortunately, but someone wore it out.
I was just going to say, it maybe took a bit more punch than it should have.
Oh, yes, no one mentioned Blade Runner during the rainy films topic.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Well, there you go. That's perfect. You know, it's really funny, though, because my mate said this to me as a joke. I said, I said, I can only think of one John Carpenter film that's got rain in it. Can you think of one? And my mate said as a joke, Escape from LA. I was like, yeah, you're right. It's got rain in it. And he was joking.
It's true. That's the double Halloween I used to have. Are you accusing Dave of stealing your tape?
I think you have jokingly said it earlier on about that Deep Rising sale. I'll give you the tape back, but I'll never forget being on a car boot sale 20 years ago. And when I went to college, I taken in a video called Oscar's Greatest Moments, where it was like all the best acceptance speeches and all the best musical numbers and stuff like that. And one of my other friends had got Shogun Assassin, and the most polar opposite films ever. I was at a car boot sale like 5 years after that. I saw both of those films, both of those VHSs together. I was like, that's ridiculous. And somebody broke into both of our houses and put them there, because it was like, you never see those two things together.
Well, if it's a car boot sale, probably yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, good call. Good call about Big Trouble too, Michael.
Yes, Big Trouble's Raining. Which is better, this or Chain Reaction? This.
This probably. I think I've seen Chain Reaction once, I think.
I've seen it once or twice, maybe. Is it Andrew Davis as well? Come on, you're supposed to be here for the it's Morgan Freeman. You're supposed to be here for the technical. Andrew Davis, yes, from Under Siege fame.
Well, so who directed this though? I thought that was funny because is his name like Mike Salomon or something? I thought he was named Mike Salmon. I was like, that's a perfect name, but it's like he wasn't Salmon Soup or something.
No. But I need to give it another go. But I always put this on if I can watch something like this. Oh, Malice has lots of rain in it, yes. Don't say it, Myers. Oh, the grape soda scene is over. She stabbed him in the neck or something. Oh, Mike doesn't know if he's seen this. There you go.
Yeah, it was Mikhail. I said Mike. Mike Salmon.
Michael, is it?
Instead of Mikhail Salomon.
On this tiny writing, I thought it was Salmon. So, my eyes. Oh, was it Fletcher's 40th anniversary? I thought that was 85 or 86. Yeah.
I've probably said this a million times as well, but any time somebody mentions Fletch, I always think of one of the very first posters I ever saw for Fletch. It said music by Tom Scott. And now, anytime I watch Fletch, I'm like, wow, this music sounds like Harold Full to me. It's because it is. It's like he must have like got kicked off or just left or something. It's like on that very first poster, I'm like, wow, this guy sounds like a lot like Harold Full to me.
Where is it? Ah, we missed it. May 31st, 85. Not that you can never not watch Fletch. Oh dear, she's she gets all the way to the. Oh no, I should say he's floating out the door.
He's floating out the door. That's never it. That's never a good sign, is it?
No, he's gone. He's not coming. Yes,
it's either a ghost or there's been a flood. So it's like
he can't help himself. Yes, I am God. Ah, there you go. Oh, this guy he's supposed to be this hunter, but he just hip shooting. Not.
I feel like this is one of the perfect movies though as well, like to do one of these streams for, because like just look at some of the things we've been talking about, that how it references all these other things and people mentioning like films got rain in and stuff like just in that rain thing though, that like that is like a real way of just like dovetailing off loads of different things. That's so cool to me. And as well, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this. Literally one of my favorite ever films, and one of the very few books that I've read back to front, is a film called The Art of Racing in the Rain, about a dog that wants to be a race car driver. So it's like
it's the AI film.
It just sounded like that. It's actually quite heartfelt, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, it was just a wicked stunt. Christian Slater's character jumps off the balcony with the organist, and as he's falling, he shoots the shotgun at some guy, and then hits the water and goes under. He's not going to shoot the good cop, is he? Uh-oh. He won't have to. Yes, this film has a lot of action. You can watch it on mute and follow it pretty clearly. Yeah. When I tried to find the subtitles for it, if I could hear it, it's like, oh, it's wuss. Like,
it's funny Ian should say that though, because I always remember William Friedkin saying about the guy that did the sound for The Exorcist. He was Spanish and he couldn't speak English, but he knew exactly what the film was about, even though he was like just didn't understand it. Like,
yeah, there's definitely not much you need to know by listening in this one. Uh-oh, she's done for. Who's going to rescue her? This is a good bit where she figures out that if she undoes the stairs as she goes, she can get out, but then it's all stuck together at the top, so there's nothing to come off.
But that's one thing watching movies like this, though. I'd like to think that, like, if I was ever like in a situation where, I've been captured or handcuffed, I could get out of it, and then I'm like, no, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. There's fuck all now. Although, yeah, there's not much you can do. I guess you could swim back down and undo the first one.
Just had a weird flashback though. I always remember seeing a film as a kid where somebody was handcuffed in a police car and he pulled the handcuffs over the hands to get out and like scraped all the skin off. And I can't think what it was.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Is that an old one or a new one?
I remember it was like years and years ago when I was really young.
I've seen it.
Could have been anything, I guess. I always remember though, talk about that though. One of my friends for years and years said he had this dream where somebody going through a basement and seeing like some weird image or something, and he thought it was just a dream, but he thought it could have been from a movie. And it took him like 25 years to click in what it was, and he was like, he'd figured it out eventually. So
eventually watched the film again.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's right, yeah.
All right, I can't remember what the big finish is. Yeah, they've not even started the flooding yet. It's above everything in the town. Morgan Freeman's being a git. He won't share.
You might have already said this. Where did you actually get this VHS from? Was it just something you had in like a big batch of them, or was it?
It must have been just a pickup from a collection or something. I didn't buy it especially. But yeah. So, well, yeah, 90% of the ones I have are just from collections I picked up.
Well, I'm amazed how many, like when I talk about buying them John Wayne films, I'm amazed how many charity shops now have started having VHS again, where there was time periods where they just wouldn't even touch them. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
just
probably
like,
fell for that thing saying the Disney films are valuable. Oh, hang on. Is the film playing all right for people? Because it just said it's reconnected. Oh, they left the young cop to die.
Hey, good call, Michael. That could have been the film, actually.
I did think that watery basement sounded like Inferno. I couldn't remember.
Ooh, great mind.
Well, we haven't seen Franz for a while. Hopefully he's all right. But yeah, we will. We have to do Ishtar at some point. Neon City sounds familiar.
I was thinking of Dark City, but I don't think I have seen Neon City.
I was thinking of Dark City. That's another one. Does that rain in that one?
You would have thought so. It does sound like it.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to kill him. Uh-oh. Where's he? Why did he? Oh, he cut the bag just to see there was actual money in it. It's not wasting his time. Uh-oh, here we go. The dam's gone.
Saving Private Ryan. That must have rain in it, surely.
Yeah, it's not a lot of rain in that. And then, yeah, a lot of good model work here. It's always the water when it goes white gives it away.
We're talking about model work in rain. I'm always surprised when you watch old episodes of Thunderbirds or Stingray. You can always tell the rain because it's like it's so big compared to the rest of the models around it.
Oh, there you go. Handcuffs might be Scream and Scream Again.
Ooh.
Is that the Amicus film, or am I thinking something else?
Oh, nice one. I'll tell you what, we're looking some cool stuff here tonight. Nice one. Thanks, Michael.
Uh-oh. He's got a little gun. Should have just killed me. Oh, Morgan's down. Morgan's been shot. It's got Michael Ironside and Vanity. Or maybe not then. Not the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, the dam's coming in now. Big time.
Oh. And I am now the presenter again. I was literally just going to say, I might just get a beer, but I'll.
You can get a beer. I'll allow it.
Oh, I always remember one of my friends once when he was buying a Laserdisc player, he said, "How long does it take for the side to turn over on the Laserdisc player?" So it's not quick enough to get a beer, so I'll have to time myself. Should be only about 5 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, all right. Right, is the video playing on the side? Because there seems to be a glitch. I thought it was just restream, but I don't know if everything else is affected. Maybe it's all the water in the city. I think he pulls his hand off rather than. Oof. Would you do that? Oh, look, the young cop's dead. Well, he might fly away.
I don't think that was too long, hopefully. Like 20
Well,
minutes.
I guess it was. Leave me hanging. Oh, here we go. So everyone's getting killed now. Guy gets pancaked by a truck. Oh, and then he gets pancaked by a truck, but then there's misses him, and then a gas canister with a hole in it's coming down the street. And for some reason it explodes when it hits the ladder. I'm not sure where it lets it up.
Well, not far down the road from me, about like 15 minutes from where I live, there's a big Calagas dealer that's got loads of them cans in. And every time I go past, it's like, this is like just, I hope this doesn't explode.
Yeah, because what do they say? It's the same with the Jaws ending. It wouldn't explode if you shot it. It would just go.
And that's kind of almost the best, worst thing about movies, though. So many of these things that you just take for granted that cars explode if they fall off a cliff, or you can shoot a gas can, it'll explode, and like none of that stuff happens. It's probably a good thing in real life.
It's like with this bit with the American houses, because they're just wooden houses on a base. The whole thing just lifts up and then starts floating down the road, where you wouldn't get that in the UK.
Well, I'm still always amazed. It's only ever happened about 4 or 5 times, but when you see like a wide load truck going down the road and it's got like a house on it or like some kind of building, it's like, what's going on there?
Uh-oh. Oh, now he's found the gun. There we go. The saw broke. Oh, and that's something. Yeah, funny how always a giant tree bursting through somewhere. Yeah, there's no wonder Minnie Driver didn't like this one. She's things flying at her. She's constantly nearly underwater.
Well, I think when you watch a film like this, like we were almost half joking about, oh, the water had to be a certain temperature, but
Yeah.
like it must have been again. I said earlier on, I think I'm quite good at dealing with like being wet in the cold and all that kind of stuff, but it must have been a pain to make this movie.
Yeah, it's like get back in the water, get out of the water, wrap up, get back in the water.
Well, actually, you just reminded me of saying that. Actually, one thing about rain on film, I only found out really recently. You just reminded me about wrapping up. I always think of in Psycho 1998, which obviously, of course, from this year. There's one part where Annette, when she's going out of the car to the Bates Motel, the rain comes down really hard, and as soon as she gets like undercover, somebody wraps a towel around it. But when I found out that rain on film, it has to be really, really heavy before it shows up. So even that, this is like probably 10 times worse than just rain in real life.
Yes, the chafing. Yeah, you're wet. Everything's rubbing. It's all clingy. It's hard to move. You're weighed down by all your clothes and wetsuits if you got it. Right, who's going to survive this? I think it's a kill count. Well, I know some people die off screen, but kill count of 9, I think it said, and 5 survivors.
What's amazing about that though, because it's almost like is there 9 people in this movie? Like
and the sheriff's still after him, even though he's got no money. Uh-oh, is Morgan Freeman going to do the right thing?
I never said this at the start as well, but Christopher Young, the composer,
yes.
I always remember him from Hellraiser. And anytime I hear the music from this, I'm like, oh, wow, Hellraiser. And it's like, and I think when I watched this about a year ago, I started listening to the score to this movie, and it's so good. It's such an underrated score. It's really, really cool.
Apparently, what the placeholder was the Aliens music from the film Aliens, and then Christopher was pissed off because they wanted. I think it's this bit. Dun 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 dun. The fast-paced Aliens at the end of Aliens.
Mike was just saying something there. Just reminded me. He said rain barely shows up on film. I've always thought, how did they even stop it hitting the lens? And then I found out it's this thing that spins round in front of the camera.
Yes, I heard that this last month or the month before. Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, I never even, just like, yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just like,
clever. Oh, there you go. She's in tight jeans. So, yeah, so Christopher Young, you say. Oh, that's a good point. Damn, I fancy an Oriental dinner now, thanks to you. So,
oh no.
I just think, oh, chicken chow mein, that'd be lovely.
To be fair, I could go with chicken chow mein myself. I was a Singapore chow mein man myself, but yeah, it's basically the same thing.
So here we go. So Peter Menzies Jr. was director of photography. Oh, he's still alive. I think, yeah. Well, Christopher Young is still alive as well.
Well, Christopher Young, I noticed he'd done something this year. I think it was like VR, like
Deadpool VR video game. Yeah,
yeah. That I noticed that. Yeah, so that was like brand new thing.
What's he done recently, film wise? TV. Pet Sematary remake. The Monkey King 2, Deliver Us from Evil. Yeah.
Michael, is The Fly 2 Christopher Young, or is it still Howard Shaw?
Drag Me to Hell. Spider-Man 3.
Seems ignorant.
Yeah, a lot of very busy man. Hellraiser Resurrection. Oh, yeah, he's got full of holes now. Although, I was watching this the other day. Yeah, they're shooting at him, so they're going to be good shots because she was right next to him when they were shooting. Species, Copycat, Virtuosity, Dark Half, Dream Lover, Jennifer 8, Rapid Fire, Barbarian Queen 2, Hydra in the House with Boosie and Fly 2, yeah. Hellraiser 2, Bat 21, Trick or Treat. Oh,
Anytime anybody mentions Species,
Kelsey.
I still can't get over. I saw Species 3 at the cinema. That seems like a very select group of people.
That is
so-
true. Yes, you are. Yeah, I didn't even know it got a cinema release.
It must have been very, very. Like you said, some of these films only lasted a week. I bet it wasn't at the cinema very long.
Yeah, that's a claim to fame. That one.
Cheers, Michael. I think it is Chris Young. Think about it. I think
Yes,
it
he
might
was.
be. Is it? Oh yeah, cool. Yeah,
I
nice.
think we can mention. Oh, he did Swordfish, Entrapment, Sinister. Let's see what is he. Ooh. It's got a publicist. Yes. Right. Thanks, Ian. You weren't supposed to mention that.
But I always think it's funny as well because again, like really silly things just click with me. But when I went on Christopher Young's IMDb page, it just had his date and the month he was born, but not the year. So I don't even know if Christopher Young is old or not.
Yeah, I can't tell. He's done films from the 70s, so he could be very young when he made them. Yeah, good news about your church. The water from the dam put the fire out.
It seemed funny as well though because yesterday I watched the Magnificent Seven remake, and this basically was back to back with the last two films I watched, and they both had a scene where a church got destroyed. I was like, well, that's weird.
Yeah, I did get a note from who is it? Jan Hammer. He's not doing interviews. I don't know if he's poorly or just too old or whatever, but there we go. The end. Now, who is the stunt people involved? The real heroes.
Well, they are. I mean, it's only recently they said there's going to be an Oscar stunt category.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they really are people that, you know.
Any one I know. Then we got the song, a very 90s song.
Yeah, I was surprised about all the lyrics about like rain and flood and stuff because I remember talking about Twister. I remember Van Halen. They were riffing on whether to have like all the lyrics about wind and things being destroyed. Like, no, we can't do that.
Christopher Young. Keep me from drowning. Yeah, everyone had a system. Mr. Slater, Mr. Quaid, Mr. Solomon, Mr. Freeman. Right. So yes. He's only seen Species 1 as Ian.
He's probably done the correct thing there.
That's funny what everyone's saying in the chat. Where's my? I have a soft spot for Species 2, but it is disappointing that she does not get naked. She just has straps down her tits. Which is, yeah. So, but yeah, she's.
I mean, you can imagine they're going.
I think she has a new scene when she's at the end, but you don't see anything because she just then turns into. They both turn into the alien.
Well, Stacey's put there is better jet ski, me or you, and I still can't believe though that I can skateboard a little bit.
Ooh.
But so I think it'd be a close call to be honest. I mean, I'd like to think I'd be good at jet ski until I fall off. And drown.
I think it's fairly easy because if Roger Moore can do it in a full naval.
That's true. And his came from a suitcase, so it's like
yes,
like,
one of the first ones ever seen on film, probably back then. No, he done like a short hairdo too either. Yeah, the only time she runs in a very thin, clingy dress in the rain to escape. That's about the only time you see anything. Not that I've studied these things.
Which for Michael should say that about the short hair though, because I think just conventionally, I think obviously women look more attractive with long hair, but if you do see like Pam from Living Daylights, if you see a sexy short-haired woman, it's a thing of beauty.
Not everyone can pull it off. That is true. But they can pull me off. Anyway, the second Species is decent. Yes, it is. I don't mind it as a science fiction horror film. It's pretty good, but it doesn't make a lick of sense. So the harmonica was Gene Toots Thielemans.
I mean, this almost must be unique. How many harmonica players get a specific credit that bold like that?
Yep. Monica.
I thought I was way behind, but we're both on credits, so it's like.
Oh yeah, I think it's just got to the pretty much in sync. Luckily, and then the harmonica's playing at the moment. I don't think anything happens after the credits. No.
I'm always a sucker as well for checking the MPAA number. It was 35,478, and I still can't get over when the last time I went to cinema, it's like on 50,000. Now it's like, wow, that's nuts. And I always thought, I wonder if it's possible to watch every single one. Like if you started when you were like 17, 18, and you just went through like 3 or 4 a day.
You're rich enough, I guess.
Yeah. I can't believe I watched 5 movies yesterday, though. I even watched a movie before I went to work, and I watched 4 when I came back. So I was like...
I guess they were short ones. Yes, he knows. Monica, diddly-doo. Yeah. Right, that's enough of that nonsense. Okay. The film has finished. I'm going to get tucked in, and then I'm back tomorrow with an interview with Richard W. Munchkin, who did films with Matthias Hughes, Don the Dragon Wilson, Michael Worth. Hang on, where's my list? Cynthia Rothrock. He also a professional gambler, so we'll get some tips.
Ooh.
On blackjack. Yeah, Matthias Hughes, Michael Worth, Gary Daniels, Jeff Wincott was the others, and Corey Feldman. There's someone else he's worked with. So there you go.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for some people answering me questions and that. And I'll have to check out some of the films that maybe the ones I'm thinking of.
Yes, thank you, Dave. Hang on, what are you doing over there? Get back.
Oh, with the wrong way.
Don't confuse me. It's too late at night. So yes, what have I got coming up? Let's just double check because Thrillers is back on part 2 of Thrillers on Sunday night now. That's it, and then Rookie on Tuesday, Incredible Hulk Monday, and our top 10 soundtracks, score themes or whatever on Wednesday, and the chart show on Thursday. Excellent.
I like the idea of the soundtrack one. That should be cool.
Yeah, we're picking up themes. From the soundtracks of tracks from a soundtrack. That might make more sense. Got that because it's not necessarily the main theme that's the best one. There you go. Yes, Hard Rain deserves to be well more known. You guys are helping to keep it alive here on YouTube. Yes, there wasn't much to find. We'll do this. I'll do the same for Cuffs next month.
Oh, nice one. I think sometimes there were films like that though, because this will be somebody's favorite movie, and it is always nice when you do stumble on a YouTube video or a podcast where somebody's talking about it. So hopefully somebody will like this movie, watch it longer, and be able to get something from it.
Yes, exactly. So rain so hard it hurts. Exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't have any chubby rain. We had some pretty hard rain tonight, but not that hard rain makes much sense as an idea anyway. As a title.
I guess hard rain's sleet, isn't it? That's
not kind of something hard in it, like the sleet. So you say ice. But the original title was The Flood, and it had that up until the last minute. So, and then someone said, "It's not. It sounds like a disaster film. This isn't a disaster film." They said, "Information that could have been brought to me earlier, but yes, we'll change the name to something like an action film." And that's what we get. Although I don't know which poster you would prefer, the one in the background there, or I think that was the UK one.
Do you know what? I do like the one in the background, but the box ones seem so familiar. I do like the one in the background because it almost feels like film or something. But the VHS cover's just spot on. It's exactly what you need, really.
I didn't recognize when I pulled the poster for this. I thought, hang on, what's this bloody film? And it just about see Morgan Freeman in the rain, and
we should mention sleet though, because sleet, and I mentioned Nat to somebody. And they're more 80s to me than when people talk about Rubik's Cubes or something like that, or DeLoreans. I'm like, yeah, remember sleet? Nobody talks about sleet anymore. It's like, what's that?
Yeah, there you go. UK version would be hard drizzle. Wind smear. It's just spitting, exactly. I don't know if any other country uses that term. Yes, two guys staring covers. Exactly. It's very familiar. I don't know.
Well, it's funny Michael should say that because you've probably already seen it, but the Scream 7 poster was released, and it was just like, yeah, it's just people's faces. It's like, okay.
Because I can't find my Scream 1. Oh, yeah, at least there's Scream 1, the original poster, before they redid it with all the floating heads and giving people facial hair when they don't have it in the film. And then by the time we get to Scream 3, it's that. Anyway. No, I've got no room for this. Right, let's go.
Cheers, everybody.
Son of Fears poster. That's what I was thinking of when I saw that one. I might have to look through my collection to see how many posters look alike. But yes, thanks for Dave joining me.
I always thought the Speed poster is very similar to the Dio 2 poster. It took me so long to click in. Now I can't not see them without thinking about the other one.
Ruined it.
No.
So yes, check out if you want more video talk in about an hour and a quarter. Rob's vintage video and the Captain will be live, and the Captain will be back next Thursday. Did I say yes? If I remember to ask him. All right, let's take care and have a good weekend because it's only Friday night.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you.